Welcome to Bard Tech Talk. Today's topic, the Bard Defrost board. Often asked are details about diodes and resistors on the circuit board. Can they be measured? Knowing how the board is intended to function is more important. If the board doesn't do what it's supposed to, it doesn't matter why, the board needs to be replaced. Bard's current defrost board kit is a replacement for all previous Bard heat pump defrost boards. The kit includes instructions, a defrost board, Y jumper, a blinker decal, and a defrost sensor. Familiarize and know the input and output terminals on the defrost board. Input terminals, 2R 24 volt hot terminals, 2C 24 volt common terminals, the Y cooling call, and the B heating call. The output terminals are CC compressor contactor, which corresponds to Y, RV reversing valve, which corresponds to B, W2 heat strip, L, which indicates a high or low pressure switch trip. Sensor terminals are LO for low pressure, L1 for high pressure, L2 is a 24 volt hot to both pressure switches, and the two sensor terminals for the defrost stat. The instructions will inform you about the Y jumper and why when it is used. The Y jumper is required if the unit does not have a low pressure switch. If the unit is R22 and does not have a low pressure switch, connect the two wire terminal end of the Y jumper to L2. Connect a single wire to LO and the other single wire to one end of the high pressure switch leads. The other high pressure switch lead is landed on L1. The Y jumper is not used on any units that do have a low pressure switch, such as R410 units. For Bard units with both a high and low pressure switch, the high pressure switch is connected to L1 and L2, and the low pressure switch is connected to LO and L2 with a doubler fitting. Often the defrost stat is the issue, not the defrost board. The defrost stat is a sensor that tells the board the temperature of the outdoor coil. Always do a defrost stat test first. Remove the side outdoor coil grill. Measure the temperature of the refrigerant line the sensor is clamped on. Locate the terminals called sensor on the defrost board. Remove both defrost stat wires and ohm the wire ends with your meter. Know the scale of your meter. 13.4 may be 13,400 ohms. Compare your ohm reading to the chart in the install manual. Does the temperature match the ohms within plus or minus 10%? If so, the defrost stat is good. If not, replace the defrost stat. This is a 10K thermistor. 10,000 ohms is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a DC voltage reading across the two sensor terminals. This must be above 5 volts DC. If not, replace the board. Older defrost boards may have had 10 volt DC across the two sensor terminals. That is okay. Bard units manufactured after December 2024 or any field replaced defrost boards will have updated software. The reading across the two sensor terminals will be 3.8 volts DC. This blinker code indicates normal operation. When the LED is flashing fast, that means the 5-minute ASCD compressor time delay is in effect. Jumper across the two pins called speed up with a screwdriver to defeat the compressor 5-minute time delay. This will also be your method to speed up the defrost accumulated runtime. There are 3 defrost functions that you want to occur when the unit goes into defrost. The reversing valve must de-energize or revert to cooling mode. The condenser fan must stop, and the heat strip must energize. If those three functions occur, the defrost function is working properly. If not, replace the board. Let's go over how to test the functionality of the defrost board. The unit must be in the heating mode with compressor running. Jumper the two speed-up terminals. If the LED is blinking fast, the compressor should energize. Put a 1/4 inch QC female wire end over the two terminals called sense jump. This simulates the outdoor coil is 32 degrees and accumulates that runtime up to the jumper setting on the term temp pins. You can wait the 30, 60, or 90 minutes of accumulated runtime the outdoor coil is 32 degrees, or you can speed up by jumping across the two pins called speed up. As soon as you hear the change, pull the jumper off the two sense jump pins or you will speed through the defrost cycle also. Bard default sets the 30, 60, 90 jumper on 60 minutes. In snow climates, or if the outdoor coil isn't defrosting, move the jumper to 30. Very mild climates may be moved to 90 or left at 60. Did the three functions occur? If so, the defrost board is good. If not, replace the board. Remember to remove the 1/4 inch QC female jumper on the two sense jump pins to avoid the unit going off on high head pressure in mild climate tests. In normal operation, when no 1/4 inch QC jumper is used, the Bard unit will come out of defrost mode at 55 degrees outdoor coil temp or 8 minutes, whichever occurs first. Hope this was helpful. See you next time when we talk Bard Tech.